First of all, when we talk about relationships, hurt does happen. I just need to put in a qualifier that narcissists will use that and say they will intentionally hurt their partner and go, oh, well, Tim said hurt happens in relationships, so just accept it and deal with it. No, I'm talking about unintentional hurt. I'm talking about just being human. I'm not talking about a narcissist taking that truth and abusing it to now I can justify hurting you and make it your problem. So that to me just needs to be clarified, that what that person is doing is owning that they hurt you, but now excusing that they have to change their behavior. So that's one piece. Then to your question, and it's kind of tied in, but when the smoke from a fire is bigger than the fire, then there's something going on here beyond just a fire. And so it's really for people to realize that people with complex trauma in the here and now today, when something happens, it's triggering events in the here and now. Their 12 needs aren't being met. There's lack of justice. There's lack of love. There's lack of respect. And so I should respond if my needs aren't being met, if there's lack of love happening. That will give a certain degree of fire and smoke. But people with complex trauma, those events trigger lack of justice in their childhood, lack of respect in their childhood, lack being abandoned in their childhood. Now you've got smoke like crazy happening. And so it's really realizing that when events happen today, usually I get triggered on two levels, present and past. And so I need to be able to stop and go, yes, I'm feeling abandoned today. Is it based on my past or based on my present? Okay, let's look at it. It feels like they're abandoning me because they're not answering my texts. They're kind of criticizing a suggestion that I have. They're out talking to their friends when I was hoping they'd spend this evening at home. That feels like abandonment. In fact, it could be abandonment, but it's too early to know for sure. So now I got to go in two directions. This could be just my past, that it was abandoned, so this is feeling similar. But also I need to sit and wait for a while and see, are they repeatedly putting their friends ahead of me? Are they repeatedly putting other things ahead of me? If so, that needs to be confronted, because now I'm back to not being seen, not being valued, not being treated with respect. Our relationship can't be healthy if that continues. So again, it's nuanced. There's a bunch of different factors, and you can't get all of the answers right here and now. I have to explore, and then I have to give time to wait for more evidence to come in.